it makes me sick. And listen, I'm a Notre Dame fan. We don't have to deal with those problems, unfortunately, or fortunately for us, and unfortunately that anybody has to deal with those problems. But just don't let it happen. Just be better people. We're all worried about Trump and Hillary right now, and I
should be worried about.
I'm more concerned about the Baylor situation.
Kim Jong-un. Charles Barkley would say he's terrible.
I'm more concerned as a football fan that we have gotten so far as a society to let kids and people get away with hellacious shit.
Because they play ball well.
Because they play football well. Football
or
is a
baseball
game.
or
baseball or basketball, whatever sport it is. It happens in all things. I mean, that's what I'm upset about, and that pisses me off.
You know what I'm upset about?
Go on. Why are we watching the Shark Tank? Seriously right now?
There's nothing else on.
Put the fucking IU Purdue game back on. I was kidding. I kind of wanted to watch it. Oh, you don't want to get your heart broken again because Purdue probably loses?
54-35, I think.
They lost 54-35. Turn it back, shit back on. This will be great.
Shit. So anyway,
great.
Here's my thing about this whole ordeal is that
are you about to answer back with a rant?
We have these guys. I didn't know they got up 13-3.
Well, they probably missed a field goal here. So it's 12-3. Apparently, Purdue just scored a touchdown. And they made the field goal.
I didn't figure out what year this was.
All right,
I think it was 2 years ago.
So back on.
How they, they have the domestic assault thing for all these guys, and they have the rules now for the NFL, NBA. They're taking strides. They're doing a good job with it. And all these guys serve their time and come back. Can we stop making Ray Rice a guinea pig and somebody sign him back to play football?
So you're saying, yeah. Well, time out. But it starts before that. Like, if you take stuff away from them in college and they don't get to make money, that hurts them more. And I'm not saying that you need to take kids' dreams away. But when it's a hellacious event like this, and by the way, these are kids that are committing the crimes. The adults in the room covered it up at Baylor.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, it's not like... If a kid makes a mistake, I get it, okay? This is not a kid thing. I'm not mad at any of the Baylor players necessarily, outside of the fact that a couple of these guys that did these acts were transfers that they knowingly accepted that had already had previous crimes against them. And to Ray Rice, to your point, like, Ray Rice made one fuck up, and the problem is it was on video. You visually saw it. It wasn't just allegations. You visually saw it as a sports fan. It was all over the place. And you saw it, and the only thing now that you can place with Ray Rice when you think of it is that 4-second clip of him knocking her the fuck out.
You know what else
I think of? And none of that. Dragging her off the elevator.
You know what I'm thinking when I see Daryl Hazel? He's never beat IU.
Oh, so you're saying they lost this game pretty well. Anyway,
let's get. Hey, we just want to do this podcast episode real quick. We had no one while, and we're giving you a preview of the direction we might be headed in.
That's true. So for you listeners out there, we've decided as an executive staff, which would be Smitty and I, Titus does not have a voice. We've decided that we think we're gonna do one. We're going to do our weekly rundown, so we're going to have 2 episodes a week is what we're going to try to do. This next couple weeks are going to be tough, but if you know us, you'll know why. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to have one podcast on a Monday that's going to give us the rundown of the sports weekend, okay? The only thing we're going to do on a Thursday or Friday or Saturday episode is we're going to do a movie breakdown of a sports movie that is very popular, okay? And I believe our first one's going to be Friday Night Lights. So that will be our next episode. And we'll post those kind of randomly because if we just decide to hang out and watch a couple sports movies on the weekend, we may do that and then just do both the podcast and then post them differently. So those will be a shorter podcast, maybe like 30 minutes to 40 minutes. I guess I wouldn't be short. That's probably normal time. But yeah, that's what we're thinking about doing. And then the other sports podcast on a Monday will give us the rundown of the college football and everything else. And if we decide to have more time, we may post an episode in there. But we'll do at least 2 days a week. Maybe like a Wednesday night or a Thursday night to give us our picks for the weekend. But we're going to start making our views on sports movies a thing to the Last Pick Sports. So pretty excited about it. We got a way to go.
And we'll be more in depth. This one we're just doing a quick review and getting out there. The other ones we'll probably watch it right before we go on and make notes. This one we did is because one we all
I said
love
we're
and
not
know.
doing Friday Night Lights tonight. We're gonna make that. We're gonna give that. That's got to be its own episode.
So which one are we doing?
We're not doing one right now.
Oh, I thought we were just preview a mini one.
I don't think we're gonna do one, but we are gonna do a bullshit list of our 10 favorite fictional baseball players in a movie.
Ranked
Number 10
or just 10?
Huh?
Just
We're gonna get together at number 10. Okay. And what the thing we're going to do about that is we got to explain that the way we're going to rank them, and they may be a high school baseball player, they may be a college baseball player, they may be, somebody else in there, but we're going to rank them in a situation of the level of competition they played against. Okay? So if it's like Billy Brubaker, who we only saw play in the Cape League, okay, we assume that Billy Brubaker is going to go on and be a major league catcher, right? Because coming back,
he played in the major league too.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And the pros.
Okay, but him as Billy Brubaker in summer catch. Okay, he came back. He was down on himself, down on his luck early
Are
in
you
the.
talking about the pitcher?
No, Billy Brubaker, the catcher. Come on, Billy Brew. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I was so confused. I thought you were talking about. I was confused because I thought you were talking about when he was in minor leagues, back to the majors. Major league, back to the minors.
That wasn't him. It's not the same guy. He's not the pitcher. You thinking of Hog? Hog Ellis?
No, Hog Ellis is a pitcher.
He's not in there. I swear he's not in there. I'm crazy. Smitty, Billy Brubaker is the catcher on the summer catch that catches Ryan Dunn, which we'll get to, by the way. Okay? So we'll get there.
We left him off the list.
We better not have. Ryan Dunn's not an honorable mention.
No, Brubaker.
Oh, yeah. Brubaker. Yeah, no. Brubaker was not that good. I mean, he came in. First of all, Billy Brubaker came into the Cape League and struggled really badly. I think he was hitting under 100 at one point in time. He had a shitty sacrifice bunt to spurn him back up to get him close to 300 in the Cape League. I'm going to assume that he probably signed, probably didn't have enough, He made it to Double-A and then fizzled out.
So anyway, here's our list.
Mainly because he just wasn't a very good athlete.
Yeah, we're going to go at our honorable mention.
What else you got?
We're going to explain our theories behind them, and if you guys don't agree with it, well, then start your own goddamn podcast.
True. Yeah, this is a lot of work.
Or call on the show, except
Actually,
Scotty, because you're banned from the show.
It's almost no work, actually.
So, honorable mentions. Stan Ross, Mr. 300.
And that's the thing is, Stan Ross, we didn't get to see him in his prime.
Yeah, that's the problem with the movie.
Yep, we know that he was trying to get through 3,000 hits, and I don't even remember if he did. He did get to 3,000 hits.
He got it.
Yeah, he got it at the end. When you saw him, Stan Ross was at the end of his career. He was dealing with punk-ass Rex Pennebraker.
Yeah.
The third, I believe.
Everybody just hating on him.
Yeah, so he was dealing with a bunch of young kids, and it was really hard for him not to be the main guy. So he was kind of a selfish character. So he's an honorable mention.
And that goes same thing with our next guy on the list, Chet Steadman.
Oh, Chet Steadman.
Who was mentor to Rowan Gardner.
Rowan Gardner, yeah. He was the old guy with the mustache, sandy hair.
On his down.
Yeah, he was on his last leg.
The best part of that movie is that pitching coach with the glasses.
Oh, God.
It's hot ice. You
take hot ice.
the ice and you put it in the microwave.
Rosenberger.
Rosenberger.
Everything.
And then he ends up banging Rowan Gardner's mom.
Yeah, well, good for him. Yeah. So Chet Steadman, not as good of a pitcher as he probably was a ladies' man and got the girl in the movie, but that's fine.
Well, he turned out, he hated kids and he turned out to be a good influence.
No, he hated everybody because he did not like Roland Gardner coming up in his shit.
At first.
Yeah, he was not a big fan of Henry Roland Gardner, that's for sure.
Mickey Dominguez, an honorable mention.
Mickey Dominguez in Summer Catch was the shortstop played by Walter Valderrama. And the thing is, oh, crap, Smitty, I just realized something. I got to turn that off because it's going to sound like shit. So, hold on. You're not going to be able to hear yourself anymore. Titus, you got to move, bub.
Time out. We'll plug our sponsors here.
Okay, and we're back.
We don't have sponsors, so there's nothing to plug.
We have a sponsor, but it's not even real, so it's fine. Anyway,
damn you, Vesta.
So regardless of the situation, Yeah, Chet Steadman was not a big fan of Rosenbagger. There's no doubt about that.
So Ron Dominguez.
Oh, yeah, Ron Dominguez. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So Mickey Dominguez was played by Wilder Valderrama in Summer Catch, and he made some defensive plays in there that were just absolutely unbelievable. I mean, he would have been an ESPN highlight just waiting to happen. I mean, it would have been ridiculous. But, yeah, he's up there just on the honorable mention because of some of the plays he made. I mean, he was literally Jimmy Rollins before Jimmy Rollins was around. You know, he was the guy.
Next, honorable mention, my personal favorite player ever, Pedro Serrano.
Pedro Serrano. Okay. Well, Pedro Serrano was kind of like a defect.
I don't even know if you need to say anything about him. You just need to say Pedro Serrano. It just speaks for itself.
For God's sakes, they had to pick the guy up in the middle of the season the second year. Didn't even no, the first year. He wasn't even on a roster.
He was in Major Leagues. He was in Major League back to the minors.
He was in back to the minors.
He was in Major Leagues too.
I think he was 48 years old when he was playing in back to the minors.
Yeah.
Like, they picked him up is that Serrano? Oh.
That was the Japanese dude they picked up at his putt-putt.
That was Taka Tanaka. The same guy that you ain't got no marbles.
Best part of that movie, Back to the Minors, is when they cut to Bob Uecker up top, and he's wearing the hood like the Tanaka brothers, and then he calls the game with the hood on, and he pisses off that Twins announcer who's a douche.
Yeah, that was the chubby guy in that one. It was funny. Anyway,
finally, we have two more honorable mentions, and one we were only gonna do 5, but we added one because he's just plain old legendary. This is complete speculation on our part. Miles Penfield II, the pitcher in Hardball, that had to wear the headphones.
Miles Penfield. I love it when they call me Big Papa.
Only listen to one song.
He was amazing, absolutely unbelievable. Struck out the best hitter in the Southside Project, Chicago Little League. You know, looking stupid.
R.I.P. G baby, R.I.P.
All right. Yep, rip baby G.
Finally, another one we just threw in there for fun. Last honorable mention is a grown-ass man that beat the shit out of Little Leaguers.
That doesn't make the list for me.
Gus Matthews from Benchwarmers.
That was what you're doing. Anyway, coming in at number 10. Oh, Jesus. Would you grab the computer and put it toward your face?
Billy Chappell.
Billy Chappell. Okay. What we know about Billy Chappell. Spent 19 years in the league. Threw a perfect game when he was... I mean, if he was in the league for 19 years, he had to be close to 40. Threw a perfect game in his 40s for the Detroit Tigers. Slice his hand off in the same part of the movie. But we know he threw a perfect game in his 40s, and I can't imagine to throw a perfect game in your 40s or close to it, or 39 years old throwing a perfect game, and you not having one hell of a career. So I'm going to say he won like 250 games, probably won a couple Cy Youngs. He was probably that good.
Number 9. Ryan Dunn.
Well, Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn's one of my favorite characters of all time. I think, him getting with Tenley, the hot woman played by Jessica Biel. And she was smoking hot in that movie, by the way. Oh, my God. That girl is, that was my, high school crush. Oh, that guy sucks.
Yeah, I think he just broke his ankle.
Sorry, we're watching a little Sports Center. Or no, actually not Sports Center. Yeah.
It is Sports Center.
Damn it. I hate watching ESPN. All right, so anyway, number 9, Ryan Dunn. He's a stud. So he does get signed. But, throughout all his demons, his drinking, and chasing women,
his dad,
his abusive drunk dad, he just pretty much, he defied all odds. Being a lawnmower from the Cape, he was a hometown kid, so he grew up on the Cape, so he watched that stuff all year in the summers and ended up playing there and getting picked up by the Batavia Muck Dogs. And his friends are going with him. I promise you. They're going to drink the cooler of beer and be down there in left field and hang out.
Numero ocho. Number 8. Benny the Jet.
Well, small sample size, but as good as Benny the Jet was, anybody that can...
He made the pros and stole home.
That's true.
Well, that's all matters.
Yeah, that's it. But I was also going to say, anybody who can literally look at a shitty baseball player, which at the time was the kid with the long hat. I don't remember his name. He's kind of the main character.
Smalls.
It wasn't Smalls. No, that was... Oh, yeah, it was Smalls. Yeah, it was Squints. Yeah, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Yeah, it was Smalls. Of course. How the hell... Oh, God, I feel like an idiot.
Baseball.
I shouldn't host a podcast.
Stepdad's baseball.
Yeah, signed by Babe Ruth. Okay. Anyway, anybody that can hit a ball or hit a ball in the air while the kid's standing there It just literally knows when he's going to do it and just say, don't move.